Welcome to our channel, The English Expert. Hello, my amazing English learners. I hope you are feeling great and ready to improve your English step by step. Today, we are going to learn a very common and practical topic. This is something people talk about every Monday. This is something your friends ask you at school. This is something your colleagues ask you at work. Today's topic is talking about your weekend. When someone asks you, "How was your weekend?" you need to answer confidently. Many English learners feel nervous at this moment. They say short answers like, "It was good," or "Nothing special." But today, you will learn how to give a longer, more interesting answer. You will learn vocabulary, sentence patterns, questions, and a full speaking model. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to talk about your weekend clearly and naturally. Let's begin. Part 1. Warm up first. Let's think about weekends. What is the weekend? The weekend usually means Saturday and Sunday. For many people, the weekend is a time to relax. It is a break from work or school. It is a time to rest, spend time with family, meet friends, watch movies, clean the house, or travel. Now think about your last weekend. Did you stay at home? Did you go out? Did you meet friends? Did you sleep a lot? Did you study? Did you watch a movie? Did you visit your family? Good. Keep your last weekend in your mind. We will use it later. Now let's learn important vocabulary. Part 2. Important weekend vocabulary. To talk about your weekend, you must use the past tense, because the weekend already happened. Here are important verbs and phrases. 1. Stay-at-home example. I stayed at home on Saturday. 2. Go out example. I went out with my friends. 3. Visit example. I visited my grandparents. 4. Meet example. I met my friends at a cafe. 5. Watch example. I watched a movie. 6. Play example. I played football. 7. Study example. 8. Sleep example. I slept for 8 hours. 9. Clean example. I cleaned my room. 10. Cook example. I cooked dinner for my family. 11. Travel. Example. I traveled to another city. 12. Relax example. I relaxed at home. 13. Shop example. I went shopping. Exercise example. I exercised in the morning. 15. Do homework example. I did my homework. Notice something important? In the past tense, many verbs change. Go becomes went. Meet becomes met. Sleep becomes slept. Do becomes did. Eat becomes ate. See becomes saw. These are called irregular verbs. You must remember them. Now let's learn some useful time expressions. On Saturday, on Sunday, on the weekend, last weekend, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, yesterday. Example sentences. Last weekend I stayed at home. On Saturday morning, I cleaned my room. On Sunday evening, I watched a movie. Very good. Now, let's learn sentence patterns. Part 3. Simple sentence patterns, past tense, pattern 1. I plus past verb. I stayed at home. I watched a movie. I met my friend. I played football. Pattern 2. On Saturday, I plus past verb on Saturday. I visited my aunt. On Sunday, I studied English. Pattern 3. First, then after that, finally first, I cleaned my room. Then I took a shower. After that, I met my friends. Finally, I went to bed. Pattern 4. It was plus adjective. It was fun. It was relaxing. It was exciting. It was boring. It was busy. Pattern 5. I felt plus adjective. I felt happy. I felt tired. I felt relaxed. I felt excited. These patterns will help you speak more naturally. Now let's practice. Part 4. Practice sentences. Repeat these sentences in your mind. 1. Last weekend, I stayed at home. 2. On Saturday, I met my friends. 3. On Sunday, I visited my grandparents. 4. I watched a movie at night. 5. I played football in the afternoon. 6. I studied English for 1 hour. 7. I cleaned my room. 8. I cooked dinner for my family. 9. I went shopping with my mother. 10. I exercised in the morning. 11. It was a relaxing weekend. 12. It was a busy weekend. 13. I felt happy. 14. I felt tired after playing football. 15. I slept early on Sunday. Excellent. Now let's learn how to answer common questions. Part 5. Common weekend questions. Question 1. How was your weekend? Answer, it was great. Answer, it was relaxing. Answer, it was busy, but fun. Question 2. What did you do last weekend? Answer, I stayed at home and watched movies. Answer, I visited my grandparents. Answer, I went out with my friends. Question 3. Did you go anywhere? Answer, yes, I went to the park. Answer, no, I stayed at home. Question 4. Did you meet anyone? Answer, yes, I met my best friend. Answer, no, I didn't meet anyone. Question 5. Did you have a good time? Answer, yes, I did. It was fun. Answer, yes, I did. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Something important. In questions we use did you go, did you watch, and you meet. And in short answers, yes, I did. No, I didn't. Now let's listen to a mini story. Part 6. Mini story. A weekend story. Listen carefully. Last weekend was very nice. On Saturday morning, I woke up at 8 a.m. First, I cleaned my room. Then I had breakfast with my family. After that, I went out with my friends. We met at a cafe and talked for 2 hours. In the afternoon, we went to the park and played football. It was very fun. In the evening, I returned home. I felt tired but happy. I took a shower and had dinner with my family. At night, I watched a movie and then went to bed. On Sunday, I stayed at home, studied English for 1 hour. Then I helped my mother in the kitchen. In the afternoon, I relaxed and listened to music. In the evening, I prepared my bag for Monday. It was a simple but good weekend. Now, let's make it more detailed. Part 7. Longer speaking model. Now, I will give you a full speaking model. You can use this in class, in exams, or in real life. Last weekend was very interesting. On Saturday morning, I woke up a little late because I was tired from the week. First, I had breakfast with my family. Then I cleaned my room and organized my desk. After that, I went out with my friends. We met at a shopping mall and had lunch together. We talked about school and laughed a lot. In the afternoon, we watched a movie. The movie was exciting and funny. After the movie, we walked around the mall and did some shopping. In the evening, I returned home. I was tired but happy. I had dinner with my family and then watched TV for a while. Finally, I went to bed around 11 p.m. On Sunday, I decided to stay at home and relax. In the morning, I exercised for 30 minutes. Then I took a shower and had breakfast. After that, I studied English and did my homework.
Activate.
In the afternoon, I helped my parents with some housework. In the evening, I listened to music and prepared for the new week. Overall, my weekend was busy but enjoyable. I felt relaxed and ready for Monday. This is a very strong answer. Now let's look at common mistakes. Part 8. Common mistakes. Mistake 1. Last weekend I go to the park. Correct. Last weekend I went to the park. Mistake 2. I meet my friend. Correct. I met my friend. Mistake 3. I did not went out. Correct. I did not go out. Mistake 4. It is fun. Correct. It was fun. Mistake 5. I feel happy. Correct. I felt happy. Always remember to use past tense when talking about the weekend. Now let's do a guided speaking practice. Part 9. Guided practice. Answer these questions in full sentences. 1. What did you do on Saturday morning? 2. Did you go out on Saturday? 3. Who did you meet? 4. What did you do on Sunday? 5. How did you feel? 6. Was your weekend busy or relaxing? Try to answer in 3 or 4 sentences for each question. Now let's build your own weekend story step by step. Part 10. Build your story. Follow this structure. Step 1. Start with a general sentence. Last weekend was underscore. Step 2. Talk about Saturday. On Saturday morning, I underscore. In the afternoon, I underscore. In the evening, I underscore. Step 3. Talk about Sunday. On Sunday, I underscore. Then I underscore. Later, I underscore. Step 4. Finish with a feeling. It was underscore. I felt underscore. Example. Last weekend was very relaxing. On Saturday morning, I stayed at home and watched TV. In the afternoon, I met my cousin. The evening, I had dinner with my family. On Sunday, I studied English. Then I cleaned my room. Later, I listened to music. It was a peaceful weekend. I felt happy. If you can follow this structure, you can speak for 1 or 2 minutes easily. Part 11. Extra expressions here are extra expressions to make your English more interesting. I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. It was one of the best weekends. I was very busy. I didn't do much. Nothing special happened. I just relaxed. I spent time with my family. I caught up with my friends. I tried something new. Example, last weekend, I tried something new. I cooked dinner for my family. It was fun. These expressions make your answer more natural. Part 12. Final challenge now. Your final challenge is this. Speak about your weekend for 1 to 2 minutes. Start like this. Last weekend was underscore. On Saturday, I underscore. Then I underscore. After that, I underscore. On Sunday, I underscore. Finally, I underscore. Overall, it was underscore. And I felt underscore. Practice this 2 times. Part 13. Homework. In closing, your homework is simple. Write 12 sentences about your last weekend. Use past tense. Use time expressions like on Saturday, in the morning, in the evening. Use at least 3 feeling words like happy, tired, excited, relaxed. Then read your sentences out loud 2 times. If you practice like this every week, your speaking will improve very fast. Thank you for learning with the English expert. You are improving step by step. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes help you grow. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye and take care.